Latoya, Latoya, here she comes. She comes to bring you joy. She comes to bring you love. She comes to bring you awareness. She comes to bring you joy. Latoya. She comes to bring you love. Here it comes. Latoya, Latoya. Here she comes. She comes to bring you joy. She comes to bring you love. She comes to bring you awareness. She comes to bring you joy. She comes to bring you love.
Hello, optimistic family. How are you doing? Guess who's back? It's me. I hope you're doing fantastic, smiling, being optimistic. I hope you are listening to previous episodes over and over. This way, you're obtaining something each time you listen. Yeah. So, ever wonder how you watch a movie several times and still get something out of each scene? You know, that movie that we keep watching over and over again. Every year, every month, every 5 years. Oh my gosh, did that really happen? You know, you're guilty. I see, I feel you. Well, I know I'm guilty for that. Yes. But anyway, when you listen to a few of the episode over and over, especially one that you really connect to, because I think this would work the same, giving you something new each time. Maybe there's something that you didn't hear in the beginning or something that you might have missed, because I do have a little accent here. Or maybe you were distracted when you were walking or working or multitasking. Whatever it is, I would highly suggest to not only listen to the episode just one time, but several times. All right? Anyway, it's December, guys. Yay! December. Yeah, I don't know where you are in the world, but I hope this December bring you so much comfort. I would like to encourage you, all of you, wherever you are in the 7 seas, here at home, please drive carefully. I need to see your presence. I need to feel your spirit wandering. Please drive carefully. Shop ahead of time. This way you're not rushing. Don't stress. Jeez. I mean, if you're gonna stress, what's the point of celebrating? But you have to celebrate, so don't stress. Put that stress thing in the garbage, okay? Stay positive, optimistic family. And listen, you have to stay positive. Staying positive, like I said before, I'm not sure if you remember, helps it's like your inner superpower. When you stay positive, it gives you clarity and a good insight on any situation. Trust me, I am the product. I'm like I'll say somewhat based on my experience in life day to day and really being conscious. Yes, all this applies to me too. I realize for a fact that when you have an optimistic outlook, ladies and gentlemen, it really, really, really helps to give you better clarity, better insight to any situation. These are not words I just put together. It really works. Give it a try. And each time you don't say, this is not working, I'm telling you, really try. Try it out for 6 months. Exercising characteristic of being positive. And I'm telling you, now being positive, you have to relax, okay? Chill, yay. Because it really helps you to hear well, see well. Like I said, it gives you good insight to any situation, and you can make better decisions. Yes, I want you to this is what I want you to do. Are you listening? Position yourself. I got a little thing here I want you to do. I want you to put a sticky note in your bathroom. And if your bathroom is not your favorite place, in your favorite place, where in your apartment, your room, whatever it is that you call home, I would like you to put a sticky note. Get a mirror. I like mirrors. Mirrors really just look yourself in the mirror. You can see your reflection, you see your note, and you just read it and look at yourself, because it's like an imaginary, it's like you're writing it into your brain. You read it, you look at yourself in the mirror, you look at the note, and you're saying it to yourself while you're looking in the mirror. So get a mirror if you don't have one, please. Yes. And say to yourself, I will not be that Grinch. Yes, I just said it. Say, I will not be that Grinch. Why? You're not going to be a Grinch for this year or ever. Hello. Because you are. Say, because I am a royal. And royal must stay emotionally poised. What did I say? You are a royal and you must maintain good composure, good poise. Okay? Yes. As always, I am bringing you love, joy, and happiness. Royals, I'm talking to, if you have ears to hear, eyes to see, and 2 legs, you are the royals. So don't get it twisted. I am not talking to your neighbor. All right? Again, I am bringing you love, joy, and happiness. Guess what? Okay? So now if that didn't put a smile on your face, please allow yourself to smile. Come on, try. Smiling optimistic family keeps you looking young for a long time. Something to your internal self. So smile every time you can, okay? Smile and smile. Release that smile. One more thing. Keep smiling. Give it a moment. Now, on to the next thing before I tell you what our topic for today is. See that full closet of clothes you have? For those of you, most of us are pretty guilty. Yeah, it's okay. It's good guilt. Yeah, baby. So, yes, I want that full closet of yours, whatever it is. If you consider it full, it's full, okay? And I would like you to do something special. I want you to find a few fancy outfits and dress up. Yes. What? You telling me to dress up? I am telling you. And as a matter of fact, I am bossing you around. Get in that closet, find few best outfit. Girlfriend and boyfriend and brothers and sisters. I am talking to you, whether you're young, old. I need you to walk around here fancy, at least for a week, for the whole week, of course, before Christmas Day. Just look your best. And if you already do that, then good. But if you don't, put away them baggy pants, sweatpants, jumping jack or whatever, not jumping jack, but those jogging outfits, and take out a few fancy outfits. You know why? Just because your life is something to celebrate. And I want you to do something. In addition to that, I want you to do something special you have always wanted to do, of course, within reach, right? Just try to do something special you've always wanted to do. Try something. Go somewhere. Go to a fine restaurant. Celebrate self. Okay? Got it? Anyway. So without further delay, my optimistic royal family, this is your season, okay? Your season to change, to really improve on your spiritual self. Yes, I have said it, your spiritual self, your soul. I mean, your body is just, it's the outer surface, but inside it's another entity by itself, and you got to care for that too, okay? You're going to do something symbolic for me. I would like you to. I'm not going to boss you around to do this one, but the outfit part, you got to do. Why not? Hey, and if you got a crown, wear that too. Get one if you need it, because you're special for sure. All right? So the other symbolic thing that I want you to do for me, I want you to do this. I would like you to do this before the New Year night bell rings. And that is to write down all the things you will no longer want to symbolically carry on your back. Oh man, I can't get that situation straightened out. Or, oh man, I have to move. Or, these things are giving me issue. You know, the list. Some of you have a long list that is probably 10 years old. I want you to symbolically not to carry this anymore. Why? Because there are some things in life we have control over, and there are some things we do not have control over. Really. I just said it. I said, you want to hear what I said? I said there are things you have control over, and there's some things in life you do not have control over. Why? Well, because life is unpredictable. No arguing with me, please. Listen. Because life is unpredictable. All right? Like the woods you travel through, like the mountain you climb, it's all unpredictable. Yeah, big word for I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, optimistic family. I know it's good to want to know what's next. I know I do. It's human nature. It's kind of like, why not? No. But fortunately, life is not set up like that all the time. You're just not going to know what obstacles you may have at any day. Sometimes you may have an idea, but why waste your royal time trying to predict what's the next disaster or the potential disaster that may happen this hour, this day, or the next day? That is depressing, guys. Don't do it. Stop it now. Okay? I rebuke you. Stop it. Don't sit around and worry about what's going to fall apart. It is not a good way to live. I mean, if your roof is leaking and it's obviously falling apart, you're not going to ignore it. You're going to get it fixed. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the things that that are out of reach, that you really don't have control over. Don't sit and wait and hoping to see when it's going to happen. It's not good. Ladies and gentlemen, please stop it. I love you. All right. Why? Because again, some things we do not have control over. And again, life is unpredictable. And I'll repeat this again. Like the woods you travel through and like the mountains you climb, it is all, say with me, unpredictable. All right. So try to start your day with positive energy and think of life's journey like traveling through the woods or climbing a mountain. Of course, metaphorically. Do this, you will not get upset very easily for the unknown, for the things that you don't really have control over. You're gonna act like that soldier. You're gonna keep living. You're going to keep working. You're going to keep striving for better. You're gonna wear that crown. You're a boss. And when situations do happen, you're just gonna deal with it when it happens. But to worry about it, it's not the royal way. Sorry. Okay, so again, don't sit around and wait for things to happen. Live your life, okay? Now, again, together, what we're going to do before the New Year's bell ring, we're going to write on a sticky note. And what are we going to write? We're going to write down, again, all the things you do not have control. But do I have to? Well, I would like you to. I think this will help you. Write down all the things you don't have control over. Issues that you've had with you for 10 days, 10 years, 5 years. Write them down. Stop holding on to them and let it through the night wind. Yes, go outside, let it out through the wind, let it blow away. Goodbye, issues I can't resolve for the last 5 years, 2 years, 10 years. Let it go. Let it go. Let it blow away to the God that rules this earth. What you're doing, you are sending it away, okay? You're gonna send it all away. Do this, and I hope it will no longer make you feel heavy and make your body aches, because these issues that you hold on to that you can't control, listen, these are things that messes up your chemical system inside your body, makes you sick. It causes to shift your proper operation in your metabolic system, in your whole health. You don't want that. You do not want that to happen. You don't want to keep having head pains. All right? Optimistic family, listen. Let a greater power resolve your matter that's above you and all of us. I do understand some of you are not religious, okay? But I know somewhere in your heart you know that there is a higher power way above us all. This is why you're here. Let it flow to this higher power, this God, of this King of all of all this of mankind. Let it go to him and let him fix it for you. Okay? Let it go. You were put on this earth to not wait 10 days to see what next disaster is coming. You were not put on this day to see if you're going to have a broken limb. You were not put on this earth to worry about what you can't control. You were put on this earth, okay, to live your best, to be your best. I mean, if you see the things that goes on in my head, and I started thinking this way as a young child, I would just think I was called a daydreamer, but I'm not daydreaming about stupid stuff. I am literally trying to make sense of the things that are around me. I had so many questions. I never spoke much, but I definitely spoke to myself a lot in my head, trying to understand certain things that didn't make sense. Basically, listen, without going down the road, let me stay on what I prepared for you. I am saying send it all off while being hopeful and exercise. I want you to exercise faith. Yes. And faith, the book of life says, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. How I understand this, imagine physically you're going to drop all the things that you're trying to gain control over, which you have no control over. You're going to close your eyes and see yourself doing it and imagine it every day. Good things, by the way. It must be good things, please. Imagine yourself doing the things that you need to do, the good habit that you need to exercise. Create an imaginary world and think of it all the time, and in some way you're going to find yourself starting to become this person that you are constantly visualizing. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. You're not going to see it physically, but what I'm saying, create it in your mind. Create this world that you desire and slowly practice good habits on reaching to this world that you've created. It's just my thing. It's just my way of explaining this thing, okay? Don't judge me. All right, where was I? As you see, I've prepared some things for you here, and that was not included, but because my spring wanted to share that little piece to you. But basically, I was saying again, exercise faith in things that it will happen. You want to make things better. You want things to turn around for you. So just have a little faith. When you write down all the things you can't control and you send it off, for those who are this big Santa believer, hey, maybe Santa will catch one of those things flying through the night sky and do something about it and fix it for you. So I'm just trying to make light of this little conversation, just trying to make it a little not so intense, because it's intense. I know this is an intense conversation, but disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen, make sure the papers you're sending off into the wind, please make sure it's recyclable paper. I'm big on this. All right, I care about this. Make sure it's recyclable paper. It can dissolve easily. Okay, we want to keep things eco-friendly. Okay, and because this is our home. Optimistic family, now let's change the tone a little bit here. If you thought it was serious a minute ago, it's gonna get even more serious. But let's take a deep breath first. Take a deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out slowly. I want you to take a deep breath. Stretch your arms out a little bit. Relax, because man, I know I need to when I'm doing this for you, I do get a little tense. So I do have to take a breath, because I do talk about some pretty serious stuff. So before we transition to what I need to talk to you about, take a deep breath. Give you a moment. Take a breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. If you're sitting down, stand up and stretch. If you're walking, stop, take a breath. I know. I'm sorry, but I have to give you tough love. I have to tell you, I can't give you this stuff if it's not gonna be real. I'm sorry, but anyway, take a breath, relax. I love you. Relax. Beautiful. beautiful faces out there. Beautiful people, relax. It's okay. So, optimistic family, if you're ready, without further delay, I present to you our actual topic for today. And it's titled, you ready? It is titled, drumroll. It is titled Shame. Oh, I did warn you. I did warn you it was going to get a little bit more sticky. Yes. Our additional talk, I won't extend it too much longer, but the title for today is called Shame. I know I've said a lot already, which was pretty intense, but you're soldiers. You take a deep breath, you stretch it out, and let's do this, okay? Now, here's the breakdown for the rest of our talk today, okay? We will discussing short stories about shame. And the next bullet, can you or anyone avoid shame? Is your life over because of shame? And the last one is shame and guilt, how not to marry the two. You know, I just want to say this. I ask myself these questions too, and I sit and I analyze and I break it down and I think back on things in other people's life, my life, and everything. And so I'm not just asking you these questions, I ask myself these questions. So you know what, like I did in other previous episodes, I would tell you, and I'm telling you, you don't have to do it with this episode, this our little coaching session today. But what you can do, if you want, you don't have to. The last few episodes I said I want you to definitely stop and answer it. But today it's optional, okay? And I'll read the bullets one more time. The first bullet, we will be discussing short stories about shame. And the second bullet is, how can you or anyone avoid shame? The third bullet is, your life over because of shame. 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 Yes, that's the word. Shame and guilt. How not to marry the two. Optimistic family, this is my little story or explanation about shame. So, you see, shame, like the Grinch in the movie, he's a Grinch because I believe he's ashamed of his life or have regret. You see, Mr. Grinch walks, talks, and acts like he doesn't care about his behavior, right? In any situation. Isn't that what you get from this movie, right? But the reality is he do. I am using the Grinch, okay? Because we are in the season, all right? He's in the stores, he's everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay, Mr. Grinch. Okay, again, because we're in the season, and I'm also trying to simplify my very complex thoughts. Oh my goodness, if you have any idea what goes on in my head, it's woohoo. Right, so I believe if you decide to continue to behave like the Grinch, if you haven't seen the Grinch, check it out. I am not being paid to say this. I'm just saying, I've seen it a couple times. I had no choice because some, family members wants me to watch it. So I had to watch it. Yes, like I said, if you decide to continue to behave like the Grinch, and if you haven't seen it, check it out, all right? And if you have seen the Grinch, you can relate to what I'm saying. So if you want to stop the tape recording, pause it, go watch the movie and come right back, then you'll get what I'm trying to say, because I feel like some of us are more visual. I am going to be kind of piggybacking off the Grinch, all right? So yes, now let's pretend like you have seen the movies and I'll continue, okay? All right, again, if you continue to behave like the Grinch, it's an act of being afraid. I just said that. What? I'm what? Afraid? I'm not afraid of anything. Listen. I'll read that again. If you continue to behave like the Grinch, it's an act of being afraid. I'm not changing my word. That is fact. It's an act of being afraid. Afraid of the unknown, the possibilities, afraid of the outcome and what comes along with the nasty word shame. I also believe guilt and shame are two parties, you don't want them to mingle together. Yep. You don't want them to get married, metaphorically, and you don't want to wear them on your face, ladies and gentlemen, meaning guilt and shame, and turn it into a fashion. Okay? Now, this is why I said, watch the movie. Watch it. Okay. All right. I mean, come on. He got that green outfit, right? You don't want to get married. All right. You don't want the two to get married, and you don't want to wear it on your face. You don't want to wear guilt and shame on your face and then turn it into a fashion, which is what they did in the movie with the Grinch. He has this look, his signature look, like, quote, the life of the Grinch. You see, optimistic family, you have guilt because you wish you had listened to that little gut feeling telling you don't do it, saying it's wrong. But here's what I have. You have guilt because you see the harm it has done to you and everyone around you. You have guilt because you wish you could have made everything go away like it never happened. You see, you have guilt because you know what happened could have been avoided. You have guilt because you never thought it through before you acted. You have guilt because you thought the grass was greener on the other side. You have guilt because you realize your perspective weren't right. You have guilt, ladies and gentlemen, because you simply want to fix it and have everything to just be right or better than before. Do you want me to repeat it? All right, I repeat it really quick. You have guilt because you see the harm it has done to you and everyone around you. These are why we have guilt. And I'll tell you more. You have guilt because you wish you could make everything go away like it never happened before. You have guilt because you know what happened could have been avoided. You have guilt because you never thought it through before you acted. You hear that? You have guilt because you thought the grass was greener on the other side. Yeah, for the other person, maybe. You have guilt because you realize your perspective, your concept, your thought weren't right. That's why we got to be conscious of our behavior. And the last one again, you have guilt because you simply want to fix it and have everything to just be right or better than before. Guess what, optimistic family? You have guilt because it's a natural feeling. It's a natural feeling process. I don't know how to explain that. That's my best way. It's a natural occurrence that happens, and we named it guilt. You're going to feel like this because you're human. Guilt is a part of human emotions. You're going to feel guilt, all right? Again, it's a natural feeling process we get as human beings. Yes, we're human. Hello. And since I don't really like to say this, but it is true. Since no one on the face of the earth is made perfect, having guilt optimistic family is our human instinct to learn how to get it right. Get it right the minute it happened. Get it right the next time around. Okay? All right? It's almost like as a child, or when you're a child, I don't know if you can remember, seen videos, whatever. Find a baby, a young one that's trying to walk, and make some observation. Okay? Now, again, like the child, when we first discover that we can stand, that child quickly figured it out. They would fall 100 times or more. And then they would, wait a minute, why keep falling? I'm gonna learn to perfect this. This is too much. I need to perfect it. And they perfect it. Here's another analogy. You have a young bird, because I had a parrot one time. And you have the young bird, and the young bird has to try first to use its wings. And how can it do that? It has to make that attempt, okay? it can get it right or it can get it wrong. Listen, before it can glide through the sky, some of us may need to go through this process before we can get it right. Here's my point, without being talking about this forever. We could talk about it forever. I highly believe we are all very intelligent human beings, and we also have many talents, but sometimes to avoid mistakes, slow it down, optimistic family. Think before you do any, okay? To yourself, others, to whatever it is, just think, always think. I feel like the minute you stop thinking, something is gonna start. Think before you think before you walk. You don't just get up and walk. You look where you're going, and so you don't knock into anything, you don't fall over something, right? So, treat everything like that, and that should help you to not stumble into shameful situation. Optimistic family, to close on guilt. Let it teach you in making better decisions. Learn from your mistakes and others so you can avoid it, right? Because repeating the same thing in your life's journey is just not cool. It's not right. You don't want to keep doing this, okay? You don't want to keep having these guilty conscience over and over and having like 1,000 different things that you're guilty about, and then you just walk in with this heavy, shameful behavior like the Grinch. So slow it down, all right? Optimistic family, I am pointing out all these for a reason to now say to you, whatever you have done in your life, you don't have to carry these guilt your entire life journey, your life. Live your life. Let it go, okay? I know scars are seen. Some scars are seen and remembered just about forever. So, but guess what? Know this. Wounds do heal, whether it's physical wounds or internal wounds. It will heal. You will heal. They will heal. Everyone, you're going to heal from whatever that physically or internally wounded you. You will heal. You will heal from whatever you did or whatever anyone did to you. You're going to heal. And you know what? Sometimes those things makes us even stronger. Let's look on the positive side of things. Let's find the positive side of things and then look at it. Okay? Again, nothing is life is made perfectly, but we have the instinct and the intelligence to make things better. Let's do it. So, what am I suggesting? Let go of your guilt. This way, you are not given into armoring. I had to say that outright. Into armoring yourself with shame. Now, like the Grinch, I think he is the perfect representation of marrying guilt and shame together. See, look, turned him green. This is why he's green. And in the representation of this Grinch, green is not a great color. I don't know. This is my opinion, so don't come after me, please. All right. Just making light of a very heavy situation, okay? So I will give you a moment. If you thought that part was funny, okay, go ahead, laugh it off. Now, are you done yet? Let's continue. Wait. Oh, no, you want me to wait? Okay. All right, you fine now? Okay, let's continue. Thank you. Optimistic family, when I think of shame, it's like wearing an armor. Like in the medieval days, they would equip themselves with armor, hiding behind their armor, showing whomever wear the best armor seem the strongest. This is my opinion. This is how I see it. Okay. I don't know where I'm going with this. I think I do, but it sounds good, right? Optimistic family, shame is not something to pocket or armor with. The armor, the things that they put on their body, head, arm, and everything. Don't armor your shame. Let me tell you a little secret. The best thing you can do really to show you are strong, because we're not wearing armors around here, and that ain't cute, and it's heavy. All right. Okay. Like I said, best thing you can really do to show you are strong is to not wear symbolically armor of shame. To really show your true strength. This is what I want. And your true power and resilience. Hello, I'm preaching here. It's to learn from what happened to you. Use it to build a better you. Yes. Even if you are the person who created whatever, it's okay. Learn from what happened to you. Use it to build a better you, a new version. Use it to show true strength and resilience. Yes, I love that word, resilience, from your shameful mistakes in life. Okay? Optimistic family, just forgive yourself and be like the baby. Learn to just get up and move on. Move on in your life's journey. Come on, shake out of that. Shake it out. Shake out of it. Again, optimistic family, let me emphasize, to exercise, you're listening? To exercise true power and strength is not to hide behind shame. Did you hear me? Don't let me get my little twang patois out. To exercise true power and strength is not to hide behind your shame. Okay? Pull out of it. Pull out of it. Show yourself you can be courageous. Show your spirit and my spirit. You know how to act as royal. Okay? The royal way. What did I say? The royal way. Start building yourself. Learn from others and what their mistake was. Listen. Pay attention to your surrounding and be more alert to the things you want to make right with yourself and others in your life and with others around you. Again, remember this when I started this whole podcast thing out? Conscious was like, be conscious. Be conscious, optimist fact. Take careful steps. Brothers and sisters, take careful steps. Listen, optimistic family. Wearing the armor of shame is heavy, okay? It's heavy. You ever been around somebody who been through a whole lot and they just walk around mopey? Everything they do, say, you feel this heaviness. No, it's too heavy. No, don't do that. It's heavy. And you know what else? It's poisonous. Yes, walking around with shame can be poisonous to you. It makes you tired and Grinch-like. Most definitely Grinch-like. Listen, it's not a cute outfit to wear physically, emotionally, mentally. It's just not. Every day of your life, optimistic family, should represent you working towards being the royal you. And wearing the armor of shame is not royal. Okay? Is not the royal way. Optimistic family, listen to me. Royals learn. We move on. We expand our education. We start to build small foundation and turn it into empires. Let me repeat. Royals, attention royals. Attention all royals. I call upon you. I say, your Latoya Optimist is saying, and I'm calling all royal attention. Royals learn. We move on. We expand our education. We then start to build small foundation. We rebuild. And we build stronger foundation and turn it into empires. Castle. Foundation that is unbreakable. This should be your life. Turning things around, moving forward to being better and moving forward from your scars. Yes. Shame, optimistic family, should not determine your next chapter. Absolutely not. In your life, absolutely not. You should reflect and analyze what areas of improvement you could make or what better direction you could have taken for the next chapter in your life's journey. This is your homework. I know you got shopping to do, but I got work for you to do, okay? Get the shopping done and let's get to work. I'll repeat this. Shame, again, optimistic family, should not determine your next chapter in life, okay? You should now reflect and analyze what areas of improvement you could make or what better direction you could have taken for the next chapter. You need to figure this out before the bell rings, before you send off those things that you have no control of into the wind, to the God. You hear me? This is you have to do this. Okay? I want to see some fly in the skies. kidding. This is the attitude of a royal. Did you hear me? I'm talking with a firm voice. This is the attitude of a royal. Royals, attention. This is the attitude of a royal. And since you were born as a royal, I'm talking to you. Since you were born as a royal, it's time you exercise it. Exercise it now, not tomorrow, not next hour, not next year. Oh, I'll give myself 2 years. No, it's the time to exercise your royalty, your ability to start making changes, to start to improve and build, okay? So your life will no longer be cycling with this word called shame. Absolutely not, all right? It is time to turn the page again. It is time to turn the page in your life and find ways, again, I cannot emphasize this, find ways every way you can to improve and improve and improve. Yes, say it with me. We're going to do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Are you pumped? Are you pumped? Let's do this. Optimistic family, when you continue to walk with the armor, metaphorically, of shame regarding whatever happened to you in past life, current life, here I tell you, what you are doing is you are marrying to guilt and shame. Don't do it. You do not want to marry the two or go dancing with it or go dancing with both of it. Absolutely not. I would suggest you to avoid this. Avoid this in all necessary way. Why? Let me repeat. Shame is, you do not want to armor shame. It's also, like I said earlier, it also acts like a poison. It will poison you, your mind, your system. It will, listen, optimistic family, it's going to destroy you. It will destroy you. It will destroy your spirit. It will wear you down and put you in a midst of fear and carry you into a dark place. And you know what it's gonna do? Then when you see yourself and you feel yourself, your body, your whole energy is everything, you just feel so like a cloud just hugs you, and you feel like you can't break out of it, then will start to pull you in deeper and deeper into a dark place, and you'll feel like, oh my God, how can I come out of this? How can I return from this? And this is why you can return, because you're royalty. It's once you are royal, nothing can trap you and have you subjected into anything. Break out of it, optimistic family. Break out of it. Break out of it. Do not let, because I'm telling you, the deeper you go, the harder it's going to climb. Wherever you are, if you feel like you're very deep, I believe in you. You can do it. Climb out of it, okay? Because this, staying in dark places, no matter how deep you are, it's not the royal way. It is not the royal way. It's not where royals should be. Absolutely not. Like I said, guilt is different. Guilt is a natural occurrence that happens, whether it be big or small. Whether the situation is big or small, I don't care what situation it is. You're living, you can change. You can break out of it. You can live beyond your scars, okay? It doesn't matter what the situation is again, all right? Let's start acting the royal way. And let's start living the royal way by saying to yourself, ready? Say to yourself, I know I can change. I know I can do better. I know I can get past this embarrassment and any embarrassment. I know I can learn like a child that falls 1,000 times and get up and perfect whatever it is. Listen, your life situation can change. Believe in you. Optimistic family, don't be afraid. Be brave and pull yourself out of this Grinch mood. I want you to truly enjoy this Christmas, Hanukkah, or whatever it is that you celebrate, which is hopefully better be good. You're listening to me. Don't be afraid. Pull out of it. Again, I don't want to see you in a Grinch mood. Take off the Grinch. So let's start a new fashion. Okay, let's start a new fashion. A fashion of elegance. The new you. Optimistic family. Let go of that shame and be strong. Okay, so optimistic family, here I am. We come to a close with this topic. It was very hard at first for me to talk about this, and it was very tense, but we took deep breaths. I hope you survived it. I hope you were encouraged, all right? So start again by first removing the Grinch look, all right? Your life, Optimistic Family, Royals, your life has meaning and you are royal. Start living again, okay? Your girl, Latoya the Optimist, wants to see you wearing a new style for the coming new year. Year of 2025 will be your year to start, okay? To start to see. Do you see your scars, but will not hold no guilt, will not hold the shame. It is a trick. Move past it. Move past your guilt. Move forward from it. You will no longer walk with shame. You are stronger than that. And so I want you to continue to live to learn, yes, and learn to live. Remember, please like and share, and subscribe to this episode, okay? Forward to everyone and anyone around the 7 seas here at home and abroad. And once more, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. See my link in my show notes. Send me your love and support. You can buy me a coffee if you like. Please see my link again in my show notes. And if I stirred up some very uncomfortable past, presents, and you're really kind of, unstable because you listen to this, I'm sorry. It will help you. Just take deep breaths, continue to take deep breaths. And if you need, again, further help, I do have a link in my show notes. See my link. When you use this specific link, there are real therapists. And just to let you all know, commission will be earned when you use any of my links in my show notes. All right. Also, I have an email. You can now email me if you would like to be on my list for a one-on-one coaching. I hope I can reach all of you. That would be the goal one day. But try anyway. Optimistic Family, it's hard to say goodbye, but I'll have to for now. Listen, Latoya loves you. Remember, act and think positive. It's your what? Superpower. Ciao, family. Ciao.